Dan, do you think our desire, especially for women, to be liked and to be polite holds us back in business, or do you think manners make good business sense?
I think it's a question of social coordination. I think that if everybody is nice and everybody has manners, this in generally is a good thing. Now, I don't mean lying to people and not telling them what you think, and if something is a bad idea, to tell them it's a bad idea. But if we all keep the same behavior, that's good for everybody. But what happens is that if women keep polite and women and men are aggressive, all of a sudden you have two populations, and now there's a problem that the more aggressive people could go forward in a bigger way. So it's not whether manners are good or not. It's a question of what do we do as a group of people, and how do we get some people who deviate from the standard of the group not get extra influence. And that, I think, is one of the problems.
And in business, you think it's human nature perhaps to respond better to aggressive personalities rather than soft, better-mannered ones?
I think like everywhere, it's not just in business. The squeaky wheel gets more attention. If somebody is aggressive and opinionated and so on, and they capitalize on the time in a meeting, we get the sense that these are the most common opinions. Sometimes we confuse loudness and frequency of opinions with actual agreement. So if you're sitting there quietly and saying your opinion once in a blue moon, of course you're not going to have a big influence on what's going on. So you can think about all kinds of artificial ways of saying, how do you get everybody to participate? If people come into a group, the point is to listen to everybody. Unless you could pick some procedure where you ask everybody to express their opinion, or you can pick a procedure where you ask people to express their opinion by voting. We did some piece of software many years ago called anti-groupware. And the idea of the anti-groupware was to get people to feel free to express their opinions in a group setting without being judged. So it was an anonymous voting mechanism that people were asked to vote. And this way, the idea was we would balance more what is happening at the group level, and the people who are more vocal would not take all of the action. But short of mechanisms like that, explicit mechanism to try and get everybody to participate, sadly, aggression is effective.